Hey guys, it's Andy and Jonathan from The New Divide. We are making coffee today on an Aeropress. We always get asked when we're on the road what this is, what it is that we're bringing out and pulling out and making coffee with. So we thought we would give you a tutorial of how we make coffee using the Aeropress. We are using Carlo's Coffee Kitchen. They were beans that were shipped to us from England. They're in Ethiopia, Sidamo. They're kind of a medium light roast. Jonathan is going to start right now. He's pre-wetting the filter, which eliminates the taste of the water, or the taste of the filter itself by washing that out. And we pre-warm all of our vessels, which gives us a warm container to make coffee into and to pour it out of. He'll even pre-warm this bad boy right here, which if you want to find one of these, you can get them on Amazon, or almost any third wave coffee shop will carry these on their shelf. We are really excited to be using these beans from Carlo's Coffee Kitchen. We're going to kind of review them at the end. We've been playing with them a lot this week, just kind of learning what they taste like. Jonathan is going to use 18 grams of coffee to 200 grams of water. The water we preheat to 93 degrees Celsius, which comes out to 199.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Jonathan, you want to kind of describe your method of how you're going to pour the water in here and what you're doing?
Yeah, so a lot of people will let it bloom for like a minute, I think. Mm-hmm. And this kind of Scandinavian way that we learned in Denmark is a little bit quicker. So we'll just pour it right to the top, stir it around, put the cap on, flip it over, push it out. So it's really fast and really simple way to do it.
Yeah.
You'll want to tare your scale so it starts at 0 after you have the grounds in there, so that it's only counting the water. And we'll pour right to 200.
Doing it this way, the 200 comes almost to the top.
Yeah.
And then we bought a little wooden spoon because the paddle that came with the Aeropress we just felt was kind of bulky and awkward. This is probably the most common way that we make coffee, especially on the road when you're having coffee with the New Divide. We don't, in case you're wondering, get paid for any of this. We just thoroughly enjoy coffee and enjoy learning about it. And as we are doing this podcast and these reviews and tutorials, we're just enjoying the process of learning how to do this more. And so I will empty your vessel.
I want to push some of the air out. And this is called the inverted method.
Yeah.
Start upside down. Flip it over.
This coffee that was sent to us is kind of, we would classify it kind of a medium to light roast, and it is really delicious. I'm excited to drink this. We made it a few different ways. We've made it on the Kalita wave, we've made it with a V60, but the Aeropress actually has been our favorite method of making this particular bean. Jonathan will pour slowly. It takes generally
about
30 seconds, 45 seconds to push. If you're finding a lot of resistance in your pushing, it means your beans might be ground a little fine and they're jamming up that filter. If you want it to go a little faster, try loosening your grinder just a little bit so that you get a little more coarse grind. Some people say you should stop right before that hiss. We don't really find too much difference in our tasting abilities between stopping before the hiss or during it.
You just want to take the cap off.
Yeah, cleaning these up is so easy, which is partly why we use the paper filters. You can just open it up and pop it out, but you can also buy a metal filter. They call this the coffee puck. You can also buy a metal filter which you can reuse. Some people feel that this affects your taste by giving it a more metallic taste. We prefer to use the paper ones, and they're only a few dollars for like 300 of these things.
And it'll be pretty hot when you pour it out, so you want to wait till it cools down a little bit, or it might taste burnt.
Yeah, you want to wait just a second, but we are going to tell you, we've already drank a lot of this coffee, so we kind of can speak from authority with what we taste in it. What do you like about this coffee, Jonathan?
So when we first brewed it, we got kind of citrusy notes, but now that we've kind of done it a few different ways, we find that what comes out is kind of like we would call it a heavier mouthfeel, which is like it's a little bit of molasses, I guess you would say. I get mint.
I kind of get a caramely or a nutty kind of flavor, and it's really kind of a smooth coffee to me. Like it almost tastes creamy. Like there's milk in it, but it's not. It's just a little creamier than not. This has been our favorite brew method for these beans by far, for sure. Thank you, Carlo's Coffee Kitchen, for sending us these beans. We're excited to try more of what you make. We're coming to England this summer, and we'll stop by and hang out with you. If you want to follow him on Instagram, it's just at Carlo's Coffee Kitchen. You can follow us at Coffee with the New Divide. You can subscribe to the podcast,
iTunes, YouTube,
all of those things.
Facebook.
Yeah,
you can't subscribe on Facebook,
but you can do what you want.
Yeah.
Thanks for having Coffee with the New Divide. We'll see you next time.